to Navigating Ethical Waters, a comprehensive approach to nursing ethics, where we dive deep into the real-world application of the 2025 Nursing Code of Ethics. I'm Jodi O'Malley, whistleblower and founder of Righteous RN. In this course, we'll explore what it truly means to practice with courage, integrity, and moral clarity in today's healthcare landscape. To explore the foundations of nursing ethics. Confused and concerned, not just about the virus, but how quickly ethics and even faith were being compromised in the name of, quote, safety. So as we begin, I want to acknowledge something. This course may stir up feelings, and that's okay. In fact, it's necessary. We were asked to carry the burden, stay quiet, and keep going, even as our ethical compass was spinning. So let's look at these new priorities, not just as updates, but as invitations. Invitations to reclaim the soul of nursing. Integrity. Doing what's right even when no one is watching. This might seem basic, but let's be honest. Integrity became radical during the pandemic. Nurses were forced to choose between their jobs and their values. Integrity isn't about perfection. It's about alignment between what we know is right and what we actually do, especially when it costs us something. Allyship. Being an advocate, a protector, a truth teller. This is about more than diversity training. True allyship in healthcare means having your patients back, even when they're being ignored, dismissed, or pressured. Whether it's standing up to a physician, questioning a biased policy, or defending a vulnerable patient, this principle demands that we not just care, but that we act. Moral courage. Taking action when ethical principles are violated, even at great personal risk. This is the heartbeat of everything we're doing here. Moral courage is what led so many of us to speak out, even when our jobs, reputations, or licenses were on the line. It's what keeps you from going numb. It's what reminds you, I became a nurse for a reason. It's not about being fearless, it's about being faithful. Moral courage means saying, not on my watch. Standing up doesn't always look like confrontation. Sometimes it's a quiet refusal. Sometimes it's a question in a meeting. Sometimes it's protecting a colleague from subtle bullying. But silence, when we know better, costs us more than just comfort. Ask yourself, what ethical red flags are present here? If your stomach turns or your spirit feels unsettled, don't ignore that. That's your internal compass. Step 2, gather relevant information. Before taking action, get the facts. What's the actual policy? Is this behavior consistent with leadership directives, or is it just peer pressure? I want to share a powerful example of moral courage and critical thinking in action. This story doesn't take place in a hospital, it takes place in a classroom.
You there, second desk, blue jacket. What is your name?
My name is Alexis.
Alexis, please leave my lecture room. I don't want to see you at one of my lectures ever again.
I don't understand.
I am not going to ask a second time. Thank you. Why are there laws? What are laws for? Anyone?
Social order?
To protect the person's personal rights. so that you can rely on the government.
Justice? Thank you. Tell me, was I unfair to your classmate just now? Indeed I was. So, why didn't any of you protest? Why didn't any of you try and stop me? Why didn't you want to prevent this injustice? You see, what you have just learnt, you wouldn't have understood in 1,000 hours of lectures unless you lived it. You didn't say anything because you weren't affected yourself. And this attitude speaks against you and against life. You think it doesn't concern you, so it's none of your business. Well, I'm here to say, if you don't help bring about justice, then one day you too may experience injustice, and there will be nobody there to stand before you. Truth and justice lives through us all, and we must fight for it. Because in life and work, I mean, we often live next to each other, but not with each other. We console ourselves that the problems of others are nothing to do with us, none of our business. And we go home glad at night that we're spared, but it's about standing up for each other. Every day an injustice happens in business, sport, or on the tram. Relying on someone else to take care of it is not good enough. It is our duty to be there for others, to speak up for others when they cannot. I am here to teach you the power of your voice. I want you to learn critical thinking to empower you to stand up for what is right, even if it means going against what everyone else is doing. Let's begin.
That video probably brought something up. Maybe you felt tense. Maybe you thought, I would have said something. And here's what I want you to walk away with. Ethics isn't a checkbox, it's our compass. Every interaction, every decision, every shift, we're navigating complex situations that demand clarity, courage, and compassion. Ethical dilemmas require a structured response. You now have the framework to help you pause, assess, and act with integrity when things feel murky. Moral courage and integrity are non-negotiable, especially in a world that often rewards silence or compliance. Your voice is part of what makes nursing sacred. Speaking up isn't just brave, it's protective for our patients, for our colleagues, for ourselves. When we speak truth, we protect the very soul of this profession. So as we move through the rest of the course and back into your daily work, I want you to remember, you don't need permission to stand for what is right. You already carry the authority that comes with your calling. Let's use it. In the closing reflection, moral courage requires us to act when others won't. And the willingness to step in is what distinguishes the good nurses from the great ones. The 2025 Code of Ethics emphasizes this duty to speak up, advocate for the vulnerable, and challenge injustice when no one else will. How can you build courage to act in those difficult moments? Before you go, take a moment to reflect.